You just got here. You can't leave already.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it...
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let... Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil...
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat.
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd... The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll...
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or up.
Thusha in Corinth. It's not much.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you, and this...
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me.
I wasn't questioning,
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done. Socrates is an interesting character. Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Το άδικον εστίν.
Ίστα τον γειτονά μου.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
I'll help you however I can during your
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Cassandra! I knew you'd be back for more. I can't say it hasn't been on my mind, but alas, we must save it for another time.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge.
A compliment and an insult in this. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. Only...
There has to be a reason, Sophan.
Well, he would, but he...
Meaning?
Meaning you have skills he doesn't...
This sounds simple.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're...
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The bill... Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
And another...
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ πριών βαμβύρων.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
My favorite Misthios returns.
And with good news, too.
My favorite kind.
Of course I did. Sophanis is...
Perfect. I knew you were the... Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list...
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but...
Just tell me what you...
Unfortunately, getting Sofani's name on the list doesn't make him a citizen.
So you want me...
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone...
I'll find your...
Perfect.
There must be a...
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can...
If there's more after this?
Of course, this...
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find...
He's often around the Justice Building.
And I...
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get...
Πάψον τούτου.
Τούτο άδικον εστίν.
Θεοί με εγκατέλειψαν. Αχ!
The witness. There you are.
Βοηθίασε το!
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can...
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want?
There's something I need your help with.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I...
You just need to validate a man's citizenship.
Ah, Alcibiades. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanis.
Sophanis. I know that name.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves... Ah, look, it isn't your fault.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine.
Το σώμα με λένε το χρό.
Πότε δίνεται άνοιξη.
Μην αφήσεις με θρήσκει.
Αου! Η Εύη παραμένει σήμερα.
Πανίδρα.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to I hope there were no...
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
It's done.
So it is. I'll let Sophanis know what happened.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
A person isn't the same forever.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad.
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we...
Thank the gods.
Και μου φύλαξε μέρος τι λαμβάνει και ανοιχτέ αμοιβήν μικράν επίσης.
Διερωτώ με η στρατολόγηση γέννη.
Θεσημένη Αθηνά, ελέησον τούτον τον γέννη.
Κείμενο ενθάδεται.
Ο εμός αδελφός λέει
Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge, should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants? This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks. Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes. If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself? I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck. It can't be that hard to find Hermippos. That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him. Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him. I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Doesn't look like Hermippos is here. I should take a look around.
Is someone trying to get my attention?
Probably.
mask from the Cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer. This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least.
Είναι τρόπο από...
Οντίφηση επίπροσθενή.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the Cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermipos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermipos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Should be extra careful in this area.
That's odd. I should go look.
Oh, what now? That noise is annoying. What the? Who's whistling over there? Where did that come from?
Your death won't take long.
I hope no one buries you.
What's that? Check the boat.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but...
And how should I make my
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide.
Where's the thief now?
I told him to wait by the step.
If you caught him stealing a horse...
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where...
Έλα.
Misthios, may I trade your time for wealth? You look wiser than the average mercenary. Perhaps you're nearly as wise as Athena herself.
You speak plainly, Auntie.
I speak the truth, Cassandra.
You know me?
Don't pretend to be ignorant of your infamy, Cassandra the Eagle Bearer. I have a series of tasks I thought someone of your reputation could handle. But if you feel you're not up to it...
What kind of tasks?
To begin, I have a test of judgment. Which god is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo? The answer lies in a nearby tomb.
This is just a riddle.
Riddles are telling and rewarding when I give them. Prove your worth to me by going to the graveyard near the sanctuary of Athena and solving it.
Fine. I'll figure out this riddle.
Πάυσε τούτου ταχαίως. Off we go now.
A golden plate marked with the sun. An offering dedicated to Apollo and his youthful strength. Here lies my father, a simple farmer. A lion tore him to pieces as he brought in his grain. May the gods grant him peace. Lions are a golden beast with manes like the sun. Surely they are the favorite of Apollo. Does that make him the more dangerous god? A model ship as an offering to Poseidon. Clearly someone feared death in the sea. Here lies my brother, a brave man. He was chosen to confront the enemy threatening our village. But his ship sank, and sharks feasted on his flesh. What little parts were found, I sealed in this tomb. Sharks are under the command of Poseidon, as are all creatures of the sea. Is he the more dangerous god? Protect us from teeth that tear and beasts that bite. Sounds like a child's prayer.
You! I know who you are. Athena sent you to kill me.
Why would you think that?
I was to be tried for murder, but a great fire burned up the courts and all the records. I walked free. But lately I've heard Athena in my dreams saying I would meet justice. And here you are.
An old woman hired me to come here. You weren't part of that contract. But lose your temper and I might change my mind.
I know what Athena told me. I'll face my death blade first.
What the?
I've seen all there is to see here. Now to answer that woman's riddle. Let's go! Come on.
Lista mal.
You spent enough time in the graveyard. What did you find?
How did you know I actually went?
I have my ways.
Is there dirt on my sandals? A look in my eye? It seems to me you're good at figuring people out.
Perhaps. But I want to know which god you think is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo.
Why are you so interested in knowing?
Because I have two tasks that require the attention of Amistios. But I can trust the easier task to nearly anybody. I'm going to assign the more dangerous one to you, naturally.
Both of those gods may be dangerous, but I met a man who claimed Athena sent me to kill him.
How strange. If she could hear your words, I'm sure the goddess of justice would be amused.
There was a farmer attacked by a lion while he harvested his crops. An attack by a golden beast under the shining sun. Surely that is the work of Apollo, making him the more dangerous god.
Gold is a seductive danger in many ways. Yeah,
I'm glad you agree.
you've wisely considered the subject.
You ask for my judgment, but...
Am I? Consider this. Lions don't usually eat farmers unprovoked.
So you think something is pushing the lions to behave strangely?
I'm sure you could find out what that is and help the locals with their lion problem.
I'll see what I can do. Nice view.
It just got a lot nicer. I was hoping to see you again.
Alcibiades, what are you doing out?
Someone like me is always on the move. I've docked my ship in every port.
I'm sure you have.
If you're here for more than the view, I have a task for you. It is crucial this package...
I'll help. But it's only that...
One should never judge something by its size, you know.
You've traveled a lot.
Oh, a personal question. The world is filled with beautiful places. To pick my favorite...
You said this package isn't from you.
It simply came into my hands, that's all.
Why can't this the other?
You're a curious one, aren't you?
All right.
There's a man named Vardas near the Corinthian military fort. He's one of...
And I just tell him it's from you?
No, from the other.
Where are they?
The Etera aren't here.
They'll be on high alert here. If you're willing to work for it, I pay my crew more than you'll ever make here.
Hold on. Die! You're done for! Now you die! The ferryman is coming for you. Why won't you just die? Give up!
Who were they? And why were they looking for the Etera?
Yeah! They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes.
The thieves are here and the Etera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in...
I'll keep my guard up.
He craves money, Misthios.
Not only that, but power. Once he...
So the monger is a Corinthian...
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monsters.
So he's hunting the...
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants...
The thieves are better off robbing them.
If you know of the Etera, then you know of Anthusha. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere. though I've never seen her. But the Edera see everything.
I've seen them gather by the spring of Pirene, down the mountain.
Good.
Stay back!